Good evening. These are the peaches we picked at Eckert's the other day. We ended up with 56 peaches, 23 pounds of peaches. They've been spread out on my counter for the last day. We've snacked on a couple. They are really good peaches, but we obviously cannot eat 55 peaches this week. So I am going to get ready and can some and make a peach pie. So for the canning, as I pill and quarter all of these peaches, I am going to save the peach peelings to make peach jelly. I know that some people will blanch their peaches to make them easier to peel. I'm not doing that because since I do want to make the jelly, I really don't want to blanch them, and I like to peel fruit. I don't mind. It takes a little longer. I'm gonna sit here and peel peaches while I watch Hallmark mysteries and movies. I am going to do basically 3 different recipes: the peach jelly, peach rum sauce, and drunken peaches. Peaches will brown slightly as you're cutting them, and so you want to put them in a water lemon juice mixture until you're ready to use them. And so for the juice that I'm gonna make into juice, this is where the peelings are gonna go: 4 cups of water, and then I'm gonna put a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. And then when I slice the peaches, they're gonna go in here, and same thing, this is actually 8 cups of water, so it'll be 2 1/4 cups of lemon juice. And then when I use the peaches, I'll just drain them. And so I'm gonna start peeling and cutting into slices. These are all the peach peelings. I think I forgot to do a clip before I started boiling them. So you want the peelings just covered with water. And then you bring it to a boil and then simmer for 30 minutes. It does foam up. You can skim that off. I'll skim that off later. But you can see, like, just look at that juice. That's what you're going for. And then I will skim this off. And anyway, let it simmer for 30 minutes. And then you steep it overnight. So I've read several recipes and watched a couple videos, and no one says whether they refrigerate it or not. I do. After it's cooled down completely, I do throw it in the refrigerator. I've just done it with the other jellies that I've made, like violet jelly and clover jelly, and so I just don't feel comfortable leaving it overnight, just sitting out on the counter. So once it's cooled down completely, I'll cover it and stick it in the fridge until I am ready to make jelly tomorrow. This is the peach peelings that I put in the refrigerator overnight, and I already had strained out the 3 cups of juice. So I have this little strainer, and sometimes, like, I'll line it with cheesecloth, but I didn't this time because I need more cheesecloth. And so it's still extremely fine. So I've already strained 3 cups, and I don't really see like any particles are getting through. So that mesh strainer works just fine without a cheesecloth. So this is the 3 cups I need to make jelly. So for the peach jelly, it's 3 cups of peach juice, 3 cups of sugar, and a box of powdered pectin, and boil it down like we do the other jellies. I'm not ready for that step yet. When I get ready, I'll come back and show you on camera, but I just wanted to show you the 3 cups of juice. I have extra juice, so I'm gonna go ahead and just strain it all out to see if I have enough for a second batch. I made peach juice earlier last week, and it turned out wonderful, and I gave it all away because everyone wanted to try it, and so it seems pretty popular, and so that's why I'm going to try to make more if I can. I just finished draining the peach juice, so this is the 3 cups I'm going to use to make jelly, and this was the extra. This is one of these big quart jars. I think it holds 4 cups, so I just got my reusable lids, and I'm going to stick it in the fridge for now. This is just peach juice, so if you didn't catch it in the beginning, all it is boiling down the peach peelings in water and a little lemon juice so your peaches don't brown, and then just boiling it down until you get this juice. It's like amazing. Like, you could drink this if you really liked peach juice. There's no sugar or anything. It's all like natural sugars and stuff. I mean, there is sugar in it, but no, I did not add any sugar, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm not for sure if I'm gonna make more jelly tomorrow, turn this into syrup. I don't know. I gotta think about it, but I'll stick it in the fridge. It'll be good for a couple of days. And then I finished peeling the rest of the peaches today. I just got done making some peach rum sauce. I will post that in a separate video. And I saved those peelings too. So this is another batch I'm gonna do. It's in the water, it's the peelings, again, a little lemon juice. You can see they're not turning brown. And as soon as I am done making the jelly, I will put this on a low simmer for 30 minutes. And then once it's completely cool, put it in the fridge overnight and then strain it tomorrow and decide what I'm gonna do with all this peach juice. It's a little extra step making the peach juice, but it's like you're getting like great juice out of stuff that you would normally throw away. So I just cannot throw it away. I gotta make more peach juice. All right, I'm ready to make the jelly. I have 3 cups of my peach juice on the stove, and then one box of Sure-Gel pectin, and 3 cups of sugar. So first you're gonna stir in the pectin to the peach juice, bring to a rolling boil, count down 1 minute, and then stir in the sugar. And once it comes back to another rolling boil, boil it for 1 minute, and then that is your jelly mixture. So with this pectin, I've watched a bunch of canning videos, and everyone like does this and suggests it. I can't give you the exact reason why, but it works. So with your pectin, take like a 1/4 cup or just a couple spoonfuls of the sugar that you're gonna add later anyway, and stir it into your pectin. I feel like it helps it set better or dissolve in the liquid better, and so stir your pectin in with some of the sugar, not extra sugar, the sugar that you're gonna use anyway. And just mix that in with your pectin and put that in your juice. So remember, we're gonna put this in, bring it to a rolling boil, stirring constantly, especially when it starts getting to that rolling boil point. And once it hits a rolling boil, count down 1 minute. All right, this is the mixture. I'm adding it to the jars. Peach jelly, pretty much all of these fruit jellies can get very foamy. So remember when you're cooking it to add that scoop of butter. It really broke down. There's still some foam, but not as much if I wouldn't have added the butter. So just going to spoon it in the jars, do the normal debubbling, and then this recipe says to only water bath can it for 5 minutes. Usually jellies are 10 minutes, but I'm following the recipe exactly. So I will water bath can it for 5 minutes. This recipe made exactly 5 jars. This is the second time doing it, and both times it made exactly 5 jars. So it did foam a little. If you're particular and you want your jelly to look absolutely perfect, you can totally spoon out that foam. I'm not particular. Still tastes exactly the same. I did actually spoon out a bunch of the foam, but I don't want to lose too much jelly. I want the 1/4 headspace. I think this is actually like 1/2 inch headspace, but it made exactly 5 jars. So now I'm going to wipe down the wipe down the lids, and water bath can for 5 minutes. Good morning. Here is the peach jelly. The peach jelly looks amazing. It's set, all the lids sealed. So 3 cups of jelly made, 3 cups of juice made these 5 jars of jelly. I have more juice left over, so I can do another batch of jelly, or maybe I will do a batch of syrup. If I do syrup, I'm not going to do a video. All the fruit syrups are pretty much the same. You just match the juice with like 1 cup of juice to 1 cup of sugar, and you just boil it down until it gets to the consistency you want, and then you water bath can it for 10 minutes. So it's pretty much the same recipe as the jelly. It's just you leave out the pectin. You don't want pectin in your syrup. Syrup I really like canning syrup. You can use syrup on waffles, syrup on pancakes, on ice cream. You can use it as cake flavoring. You can use it to flavor lemonades and teas, and other drinks. So syrup is pretty versatile. And I have been canning a lot of fruit. I've done like all the summer fruits. I have a lot. My shelves are pretty full already. So I do give some out as gifts. I do keep a lot. I won't be canning all of this next summer. I won't be canning any more fruits until I run out. Until, like, say when I run out of blackberries, then I'll start canning blackberries again. When I like my violet jelly, I'll do violets again next year because I'm down to 1 jar. We ate 1 jar, and then I gave the 2 or 3 or 4, however many, away because everyone was fascinated by the idea of violet jelly. So that's one thing you have to be careful. When you tell everybody what you're canning, all of a sudden everybody wants some, which I don't mind sharing, but then it just whittles down your stash pretty quickly. So the main point of my rambling is, if you're thinking, wow, I'm making a bunch of jellies, how can I eat all those jellies? I will over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. I date all the lids. I think the normal canning gods say you should eat all your canned goods within a year. I don't necessarily agree with that. If the seal is not broken and you leave it in a cool, dry place, you can eat your canned goods for 2, 3, 4, or 5 years. You just have to be your own judge when you open it. And my mom gives me jelly that she made 3 years ago, and I eat it and it tastes great. So I do also plan to actually can vegetables at the end of the harvest season. Like right now it's July, and pretty much the only thing to harvest in the local area is fruits. And I'm loving all the U-Pick farms. I had no idea St. Louis had so many. And so that's why I've been going canning crazy all these fruits, but that doesn't mean I'm going to do it again next year. I will can them when my stash is low. So anyway, thanks for watching. That's the cat wanting attention, if you heard that. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons, and I will see you later.